Hello, my soul chat. Welcome. We're going to do short zodiac messages, and this is for those of you that are dealing with a karmic energy. Karmic energies come in many different forms, or just maybe you're dealing with somebody who's not necessarily a karmic energy, but they're going through an energy wobble. A lot of people right now are being presented with their own shadow work. Okay, and those that don't go within and do the shadow work then project on others. So if you're in a position where someone is projecting on you their shadow at this time, then this is kind of messages for you with kind of handling that person, or that not that person but like that situation, maybe different perspectives that would be helpful for you. This is meant to be empowering, this is meant to be high vibrational, and alchemizing as well for your experience. So again, always receive what aligns, release what does not align with you. But let's go ahead and begin. So starting off Aries. My Aries viewers dealing with a difficult person or energy at this time. Maybe somebody's projecting on them. What is the guidance for them, for my Aries viewers? We have the Four of Cups, missed opportunity. It's interesting because first I saw the World card, which is completion, and then missed opportunity. So this is somebody who mishandled a situation. Maybe they're very reactive. I feel like there was wisdom, there was a portal of light, there was something of value that you were presenting to this person, but they chose to stay stuck in their ego. So you moved on. You moved on. And now this person is standing alone, kind of trying to figure out what to do. Okay? And I feel like what they presented to you was some sort of completion, some sort of completion of your journey, some sort of, it felt maybe like a bit like a test, but it's something that you handled really well. Okay? And so you kind of outgrown that lesson. Okay? Maybe it had to do with boundaries, maybe it had to do with honoring yourself, something like that. And now this person has kind of missed out. So as far as your guidance, and you take what resonates, you have your own internal guidance system, right? The message is to keep moving forward. The message is to align with people and give your time and your attention and your love and your appreciation to those that appreciate you. Okay? This person kind of just has to sit in it. They have to sit in their emotions, in their maybe in their own karma. They have to sit with themselves and find their own light within. It's almost like this person is now encouraged to go on the hermit's journey because of the experience that they had with you. Okay? But I just feel they definitely mishandled the situation, or they mistreated you. And you definitely were a gift, or you were bringing forth value to them. Because as we know, the Four of Cups, you know, traditionally is someone who's sitting like this under a tree, and spirit is bringing in this beautiful cup, and it's what they want, it's what they desire. But this person didn't accept that. They didn't treat you right. And it doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, but there's some sort of cycle here that you have, you know, you've moved beyond. And this person misses out on you. They miss out on your light. They miss out on your love. Maybe you wish this person well, right? But whatever this experience is, now it feels like this person's, you know, yeah, they projected onto you, and you didn't accept that. You had healthy boundaries, and so now they have to deal with their own energy, their own emotions, their own feeling, their own inner wound that they were trying to project onto you. Now they have to go within. And that's a beautiful thing, because that's when they can discover their light within. That's when they can take accountability for their energy, the way that they're showing up, maybe the way that they treated you. But as of right now, what I'm seeing, Aries, is your rejection of this person's behavior was a big lesson for them. And also for you, because you honored yourself and you're moving forward. You know, or you're creating distance. If it's not like you're moving on completely from this person, like this is someone you care about, someone in your life, you're creating distance. You're not putting up with that behavior. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's go ahead to Sagittarius. For my Sagittarius viewers that are dealing with a difficult energy, we have the Sun. It just illuminated what you needed to know. Okay, they show what was in their heart. They showed what was in their heart, and I feel like you're like, you took that energy that they sent towards you, you released it to the Sun, you focused on your happiness. I mean, you released it with love, right? And you're like, hey, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you light from afar, I'm sending you, you know, blessings, healing. But I'm growing and evolving. I've outgrown this. So I think you have a very light approach here. With the Sun card, you're focusing on your happiness. You're not focusing on, I feel like, this person or this situation anymore. And you're going to be focusing on that illumination and growth and what you've learned from it. And I feel like it's also somewhat has guided you to focus on your happiness. This person projected on you like their shadow. Like whatever they were upset about with themselves, they projected onto you. And I think you now see, Sagittarius, that that's not who you are, right? You're seeing clearly who you are. And you're not this person's projected shadow. You're your own being. And all this illumination is bringing happiness and freedom and expansion and giving you space to create, you know, from this person, for you to realize, like, I'm not what they were projecting onto me. I'm not those labels. I'm not that. That's not who I am. You know, so you're evolving and growing from this, and you have this very compassionate, kind, very clear heart. And however you navigated the situation, you did it in a way that was in integrity. And so you're happy with yourself. Like, you're happy with yourself. You've learned from this. And you're ready to move on. And you're ready to focus on your happiness. You're not going to dwell on it. Okay, maybe there was some forgiveness involved here, some releasing of energy cords. But things are becoming very clear to you. Very clear to you. Because I think this person kept you in the dark. You know, they tried to influence the way you saw yourself. And now you see your light. Now you see the light, and you see, like, you can see things very clearly. You're also very powerful with your alchemy. Your fire sign, right? Fire is a transmutive energy. And so now you're working with that too. You're working with the elements. You are empowered. Like, this was just a part of your journey for you to realize how you can alchemize energy, or how you can, when someone throws something at you, what you can do with that energy. And I think it brings you happiness. It brings you empowerment. And I feel like you've done a lot of healing on your journey. So it's like, even if this person tried to trigger you, it didn't work. You know, and like, it's like, you wish them love, you wish them peace. Whether it's somebody going through an energy wobble you're just taking space from, or somebody who was, you know, pretty terrible in the way they treated you. You're shining brighter. Like, you're shining brighter, and you're honoring your boundaries, and you're honoring your health and your truth and your happiness and your expansion. And I feel like you're smiling a lot more now too. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let's see for Leo. For my Leos dealing with difficult energies, I'm going through energy wobble, projecting. Let's see what we have. The World, cycle completion. you received all that you needed to in this experience, in this situation, and you're kind of ready for this rebirth now. You received some sort of wish fulfillment, or you're about to, Leo. Okay. Maybe this person revealed themselves and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Now I can move on. But there is like that humor. There is a bit of that sass coming from you too, but you're ready. Like, you've already received what you needed to receive from this experience. You have the wisdom. You're ready for a new adventure. You're ready for a new beginning. And I would say you did it quite successfully. So really honor yourself in the way that you navigated the situation. Some of you, you're going to be traveling soon. Okay, there's a lot of expansion and adventure coming into your experience now. You feel a great deal of freedom. But this cycle's completed. Like, you have closed it out. You're ready to move forward. And I feel like with a bit of humor, you know, you've healed a lot too, I'm sensing. So congratulations to you, Leo. That's beautiful. Some of you, maybe it was just even to realize, oh, I'm done with this. I completed this cycle. What's next? You know, like, it's just that realization of, I don't have to keep going around in this cycle. I've already received everything I needed to with this. And this, I feel like with the World card and the next thing that's going to happen, I mean, it's pretty significant. The World card is the completion of a journey. So you've definitely, you're ready to open a whole new book now. And I feel like this has transformed you. But it didn't make you hard. It didn't make you angry. I think it did the opposite. I think it brought in a lot of sensitivity and compassion and inner child healing, and it brought you a great deal of value. But the way that it transformed you, or you chose to alchemize the situation, you chose to navigate, was empowering. And some of you, maybe recently, have picked up a dandelion, made a wish, and sent those seeds flying, right? Some of you, this cycle completion, this karmic cycle, was about believing in yourself, believing in your own manifestation, believing in your abilities. And now you do. Now you have that confidence in yourself, or you're working in that direction. Some of you are doing a lot of wonderful things within this world too. You're planting, seeds of light all over the world, or with your influence, with your energy. So be very proud of who you are and celebrate and enjoy, and get excited and ready for this next adventure you're about to embark on. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Leo. Let's go to Taurus. So for my Taurus viewers who are dealing with a difficult energy, maybe somebody's projecting, maybe somebody who's, kind of karmic or some cycle like that. What's the best guidance for my Taurus viewers? A new perspective. A new perspective here. Okay, you see there's that lock, and it's kind of rusted. It's time to change your perspective when it comes to love and relationships. It's time to refresh and update, okay, what's truly meaningful for you, okay? Some of you have been holding on to something that is, it's either belief, it could be a belief, it could be a person, but it could be a belief that's not healthy for you. Some of you have stayed in a place of indecision for a very long time. You've kept your heart closed off, and maybe it's time to start to open your heart up again. Soften just a little bit. Be a little bit open to different perspectives. Just because it happened one way in the past does not mean it's going to happen again. If you learned from the past and you integrated and embodied what you've learned, then you're not going to be repeating a cycle. So I feel like you're taking time to reflect on a situation and a decision that you want to make, or you're searching for source to bring you some sort of guidance here. Mm-hmm. Some of you have a fear of intimacy. Okay. You have some emotional wounds to heal. Some of you may be like Leo if you're in a karmic connection with someone. You're going to realize you have the key to set yourself free. You're going to realize that, oh, wait a second. This has been rusting. This is, something that has been completed. Why am I still here? So you'll know if you're involved in a relationship with somebody that's not serving your highest and greatest good, or you'll know if there are ways you're not opening up your heart, and it's not fulfilling, or it's kind of keeping you stuck, or it's blocking your blessings from coming in because you're not receiving them. But it's time for a new perspective. New perspective, new paradigm on love and relationships. What's healthy for you, what's best for you, what aligns with you now and who you're evolving into. A little bit of flexibility, I feel, is needed here. Because if you close yourself off, you're not going to have the experiences with the energies that you do desire, and the experiences you do desire to have. You're going to be blocking that out of fear or ego or the past. I feel like it's from the past. I feel like this is some sort of energy block within the heart space emotionally from the past that's kept you in this pause or this place of indecision. But you've outgrown it, or you're outgrowing it. The rest tells me you've outgrown this. So you kind of outgrown this stagnancy. So maybe it's time to forward the action. If this is just a cycle you're in and it's not a person that's karmic, you'll know. What's for your highest and greatest good. So be aware of when you're closing off your heart space. And if it is because it's necessary to do so, or if it is just a fear of intimacy, or something that you're holding on to from the past, that it's time that you release it so you can move forward. You've outgrown something here. Wow. Yep. Could have had to do with a divorce or a long-term connection or some sort of karmic connection that really created some emotional wounding, because we have the old wounds coming up here. And we have soul contract with justice, and we have hidden knowledge. Wow. So yeah, this is pretty deep, Taurus. So I don't even know that you're in a connection right now that is karmic. It could just be that this karmic person from your past created this wound within you that has kept you stuck for a very long time when it comes to love and moving forward in love and relationships. And so it's time to connect with your higher self, with High Priestess, and release this. Maybe you have a soul contract from the past that you have to dissolve. Or emotional wounds that you have to heal, have to feel right now to release. Again, like I've said with everyone else, you don't have to move through things alone. Contact a therapist, or reach out to a healer, or go somewhere where you feel safe, where you can confide in someone. Like, if you feel like you're at that point, or if you feel like it's something that you can shift quickly, then go, sit on the ground, connect with nature, and allow Mother Nature to hold you as you do this release. Okay? Or with a healer. As you do this release, or as you dissolve this this past soul contract that has kept you stuck for a very long time, or even if it's not kept you stuck, it's taken up space in your heart where you haven't been able to feel love and feel things on the level that you desire to, or fulfillment. It's just a weight. It's a weight that has taken up space. Okay? So underneath that, we have Page of Pentacles, concrete ideas, and then we have Visionary Leader, the King of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely going to transmute this. You're going to release it. You're going to have this fresh, clean slate to then create on. Okay? So, very powerful alchemy here for you, and this is also teaching you how to deal with soul contracts and releasing past energy. Okay? It could even be past grief, too. It wouldn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation. It could be grief, too, that you're releasing. So definitely have that support from others when you do that, okay? But it looks like you're going to be successful here. This beautiful Visionary Leader, King of Wands, you're going to be inspired, too. It's going to bring about maybe some downloads, some creativity, some inspiration for you. Even new perspectives, so that when you're talking to other people and like you can sense they're kind of in the same position that you were, you'll know how to navigate. You'll have ideas of how to assist them too. That's part of the reason why we go through karmic lessons and we go through, karmic contracts and partners, is it teaches us how to navigate, teaches us how to, heal. And then when we encounter other people, we can assist them. We have the keys to help them unlock a higher timeline, right? And I think that's what you desire to do, is unlock a higher timeline. You just have this past, these past wounds to release, to alchemize, to transmute. Because I think you might have even been somewhat stuck in it was like a lower timeline. You were in a lower timeline until you realize this and you release this, and then you can elevate to a higher timeline. I know this is very specific. This isn't going to be for all of you, but that's what I have. Okay? All right, so let's move forward to Virgo. So for Virgo's dealing with a difficult energy, you have a message of love. Okay. Page of Cups. Maybe for some of you it's time for new love. It's time for new love. Some of you, you're going to be doing some shadow work here. You've just finished doing shadow work, and now this new love energy is coming in. Some of you, it's seeing, especially if it's like an energy wobble where somebody was, maybe they're reactive, right? And I don't mean like in an intense way, but just like maybe they said something that was a little hurtful, or they just did something that was uncalled for. They could be calling to apologize, to right this wrong, with that message of love. If it's something slight, I feel like that could be the case here. And there could be some forgiveness, or there could be some understanding of, because the Page of Cups really is like a genuine, innocent energy. So it could be like this person, was not really themselves. And like I said, I don't think that it's something, you know, horrible, but maybe they said something a little sharp to you, or, you know, ignored you or something like that. I feel like they're going to be apologizing. Some of you, they're a bit closed off and now they're opening up a little bit more. Okay, that's another message that's coming through. But some of you too, you could be seeing this person almost like seeing through them, like to their inner child. Like you can see their inner child. And that gives you some sort of understanding too about them. Some of you with the Page of Cups energy, you are dealing with somebody who is not going to progress to a more mature relationship. And so that might be kind of some acceptance that's important for you to have, so you don't get frustrated with this person, or you're like not on the same page with this person. That could be the case as well. But I feel like you're sending this person love, even if you had some sort of disagreement. And I feel like they'll be reaching out to you soon. So whatever lesson this was, I feel like it happened probably pretty quickly. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Let's go to Capricorn. So for my Capricorn viewers, some of you too, it could be your child is actually mirroring some shadow aspects of yourself to you too, or some sort of karmic cycle that you have to shine the light on too. That could be the case with the Page of Cups energy. All right, so for my Capricorn viewers, we're dealing with difficult energies. The other message to Virgos is like to keep things light or almost humorous might be helpful for kind of diffusing negative energy, breaking through like negative energy or egoic energy. Okay. Capricorn viewers, so we're dealing with someone. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, ultimate achievement. Some of you, this had to do with your finances or your fear of the future. You're breaking through that, okay? The ultimate achievement with the 10 of Pentacles, some of you, it's like a very significant breakthrough that you're having. And it's going to open you up to a more prosperous future, a more prosperous present. And then also it's going to be showing you and others like what's truly possible with that ultimate achievement energy and this whale breaching the water very triumphantly. So you might have really just gone through an incredible shift in your worth, in the way that you see yourself, in the way that you present yourself in the world. Your energy shifted here, and it's shifting you to a higher timeline. Some of you might have really gone through a lot of emotional baggage too at this time. But I feel like whatever the cycle was that you completed or the way you handled this, you know, it was beneficial. It's beneficial to you, your future, your family. I mean, it's the ultimate achievement. So this was, some of you, this was something like a repeating pattern, like in your family, in your bloodline, and you are the cycle breaker. Some of you got that abundance, you know, that's now going to be flowing in here because of the courage that you've had to navigate this cycle in the way that you have. You've taken those action steps. You've believed in yourself. You moved through those emotions, those difficult emotions. And now it's like a brand new day. So congratulations. That's beautiful. All right, let's go ahead to Gemini. So for my Gemini viewers who are dealing with somebody who is difficult or going through an energy wobble or karmic energy, what is your guidance for them? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups, love initiation, and the moon illusions. So with the moon energy, this is a full moon here, and it's on the water, it's rising from the water. This person that you could have been dealing with was dealing with a lot of illusions and fear and subconscious energy. Okay, with this Ace of Cups, love initiation, I feel like in the time that this person was moving through all of this, it was important that you filled up your cup, that you took care of your self-care here. Some of you, this connection is very much connected to the lunar cycles, because we have strong water energy coming through here, deep water energy, subconscious energy. There's a lot of love and emotions and feelings wrapped up in this, I'm sensing. So your guidance is to see through the illusions, okay? I do feel like you're raising your consciousness levels here. In this love initiation, the face on this cup has its eyes closed. So maybe even becoming more intuitive, exploring intuitive tools. Embracing more of like your spiritual power and channeling that, learning how to channel your emotions in a very helpful way. If you're an empath, one of the cycles you might have been stuck in is absorbing other people's energy and pain. But now you're learning how to transmute that, or how to deal with other people's emotions in a way that is beneficial, in a way that is positive for you as well. Some of you are moving through a cycle either with a person that fears love. They fear opening up to love. Keep in mind, like, just because there's karma playing out in a relationship, it doesn't mean that it's just a karmic connection. It can be that you're moving through karmic cycles within your love connection. And that's more so what I'm feeling here. And this doesn't have to be romantic, though it can be. But there's a lot of deep feelings here. Illusions as well, maybe even miscommunication, someone afraid to receive love. So your guidance is to take the best care of yourself, okay, to do what is fulfilling for you. If you feel like this person is not communicating, or they need to kind of move through their emotions, and you can kind of be a loving support, but you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first, that you're filling your cup up first. Then your cup overflows, and then you have sustainability with the love that you're sharing with others, rather than draining yourself. So many of you, this had a lot to do with connecting and learning about your energy, and listening to your heart, your energetic heart space, and its wisdom. And there's a timing thing here too, where it's like, again, this person may have not been ready, not ready to open up, not ready to receive your love, because their cup's already overflowed, but with emotion, with maybe overwhelm. So there's a sense of timing here too. So if this was romantic, I think you'll know the right time when to make a romantic gesture, okay? Or this person could be making a romantic gesture towards you, where your cups are filled. But this person's in balance right now, so they kind of have to figure that out. I mean, if you're in a relationship with them, romantic relationship with them, it might just be like withholding of their love, or like trying to hide their emotions. Their subconscious, their shadow energy is like washing over them in waves right now. So have love and compassion for this person, but also have boundaries, and make sure that you're taking the best care of yourself. Okay, Gemini? All right. Let's move to Aquarius. So for my Aquarius viewers, highest and best messages. Highest and best guidance for Aquarius viewers who are dealing with a difficult energy, or somebody who's projecting. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So with the Nine of Swords, self-sabotage, nightmares, and we have the Queen of Swords, sharp and assertive. You're going to have to set boundaries with this person. They're moving through a cycle. Trust also like in your own needs and your own fulfillment right now. You could be really stressed in this situation, or you feel this person's stress. You know, if they're not willing to receive your help, you know, maybe there's somebody else who can help them. But with the Nine of Swords, you know, that's just being stressed out. So like overall, I feel like the cycle that you're moving through has to do with your relationship with yourself. And it's about loving yourself, self-care, listening to your own internal rhythms. Some of you, it's facing your fears, picking up that sword and facing your fears. But this depiction of the Queen of Swords is very sensual, is very open and vulnerable. And some of you, it's like, it's time to find a space, create a space, or be around people where you can share your fears so you can transmute them. Or if there's somebody or a situation stressing you out, that you can set healthy boundaries, energetic and verbal boundaries with these people or this situation. Because there's a man here and there's a woman here. So if this is somebody stressing you out, you know, to set those healthy boundaries for yourself. The Queen of Swords is firm but fair. She is assertive. So this would be a situation where you are kind of asserting your authority. You're being very direct, clear in your communication. But first it starts with your communication within your own wisdom, within your own body, within your own intuition. And then it's with others. Some of you, you separated from this person because they chose to stay in the dark. They chose to stay in the shadow. They didn't want to evolve. They didn't want to change. So you divorced them, you separated them, and sometimes you still feel their energy. So it's important that you clear or cut those cords. Dissolving is usually the best way to clear cords, in my opinion. But do it with a neutral energy or a balanced, harmonious energy, because otherwise, like, sometimes when you clear energy cords, especially from like X energies that are maybe feeding off of your light still, or still codependent on you, they try to come back. So if you dissolve it harmoniously with love, and then you seal your energy field with light, and allow yourself to alchemize whatever else you need to alchemize that's within your field, that's more so the response. Okay, but you might have to, with this person, especially if they're really anxious, you might have to clear quite a few times. Okay, that's what I'm sensing here. Some of you are having nightmares and you're clearing out old timelines, you're clearing out fears, or you're facing your fears in your dream space. Make sure you're protecting your energy before you go to bed each night. Okay, that's another message. Make sure you have a nice, like, relaxing bedtime routine so that your body can rest and recharge properly. Yeah. So I feel like you're separated from this energy, and you're protecting yourself. You're protecting your energy, and this might be just a reminder to just kind of firm up those boundaries and that energy protection and clearing, because you want to clear the cycle out, I'm sensing. Surround yourself with like golden protective light too. And some of you, like, you're waiting, like, you know, it's only a matter of time before you no longer have to deal like with this energy. You know that you'll be creating enough distance, and you're trusting that, you know, your spiritual team is assisting you with this too. I do feel like you're at a distance from this person. But you have so much strength here. You have strength in your vulnerability, strength in your feminine energy, strength in your wisdom, your communication. And I feel like you're doing a lot of healing for yourself right now too. you're trusting. There's some sense of timing, waiting for something, some sense of timing with this person. Yeah, I'm not getting a clear message on what that is, but I think you really hope that this person does do some soul searching. You really hope this person does evolve. You're not going to have them in your life, but I feel like you still have somewhat compassion for this person, and you hope that they do find their light within. I'm hearing. Anything else here for Aquarius to know? Queen of Wands. Yeah, if you felt a little bit like energetically drained, you know, I think once you clear this, you process, you release, you're going to be back in this Queen of Wands energy. You're going to be confident, magnetic again. I don't think you ever stop being confident or magnetic, but I think this is something that haunted you for a while. You're almost getting that phoenix. You're giving that phoenix energy, that rebirth energy, that transmutive energy. And I feel like you also have very powerful spirit guides, healers, your spiritual team around you at this time too. If this person's trying to influence you in any negative way energetically, your team is here. Like this fiery, you know, phoenix energy to transmute. So there's a lot of love and support. Open up to that and call that in here, Aquarius, okay? All right, that's what I have. For you, Aquarius, let's see for Libra, my Libra viewers who are dealing with a karmic energy, karmic cycle, somebody going through energy wobble, projecting. What is our guidance here? Breakthrough and awareness. It's bringing you breakthroughs, okay? And you're learning that you need to separate. You need to separate yourself. You know, you can honor the oneness somewhat, but there is definitely a message about separating or creating some distance, some space. Maybe separation isn't the right word. Creating some space from this person to allow them to have their own breakthroughs. Okay, to allow them to go within and find their own light. And I think that there's also this Ace of Swords is, you know, an energy activation. It is triumph, you know, being triumphant. It is a breakthrough. It is, you know, maybe you very clearly need to set boundaries with this person here. Maybe this person's on a verge of a new beginning too with that Ace of Swords. But you've gained a lot of awareness. There's been alchemy between the two of you here in this situation. I'm also sensing that your souls might be working something out on a higher level. If this person's ego was blocking them, it might be that on a soul level, your soul and their soul have been chatting here. Queen of Cups, intuitive and sensitive, yeah. Some of you you need to create space from this situation or from this person to allow that alchemy and that magic. Because maybe you're feeling way too much of this person's stuff, or you were taking on way too much of their energy, and it was draining to you, or overwhelming to you, or making you want to close off to like your own blessings. So it feels like there's a breakthrough coming in here. I feel like for both of you. What is this alchemy in between? This looks like source light, 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. Someone needs to find their happiness. And I feel like you doing that first, you raising your frequency, finding your happiness. Almost like twin energy. But it doesn't have to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic twin energy. It could just be somebody that you're very connected with.